Before investing into a legendary commander, you have to ask yourself the following questions. Number 1. How long will this commander be relevant for? As a free-to-play, your sculptures are too precious to squander them on commanders that are relevant for a very short period of time. Number 2. How many pairings can you make with that commander? Your commanders should be flexible. They should be usable with more than just one commander. For this reason, I put Leonidas in the don't invest list, simply because he's just too limited. His only pairing is Guan, and you don't want that. Number 3 is how early can you use them skills-wise? Can you use them at 5511? Can you use them at 5551 and just leave them be? These are some of the things you need to be aware of before investing into a commander. Now I'll briefly mention the paths you take before Season of Conquest for each troop type. So, for infantry, your best bet is Alexander the Great. He's a great all-around commander, has shields, insta-proc damage, march speed, and good amount of stats. He's about to get a museum buff as well, so he'll only get stronger in Season of Conquest. In the early game, you can pair him with commanders such as Sun Tzu, Bjorn, Martel, Richard, YSG, Mehmed. As you can see, he is very versatile, and that's what we want. You can start using him at 5511 and upwards. Ideally, you will have him expertise before entering Season of Conquest. His expertise is great because it is a circle debuff, which is still relevant and unique till this day. Once you enter Season of Conquest, you can opt out for Guan. Guan is a great AoE silence commander. He offers a lot of march speed as well, damage, and ideally you want to max his last two skills alongside the primary skill, of course. And if you decide to opt out for Scipio too, Scipio is like a better Alex. He has a lot of shields as well, insta-proc damage, AoE health debuff, and AoE damage. Just like Alex, you can start using Scipio from 5511 and upwards, but ideally you will max him simply because all of his skills are just too great for the open field and it is worth doing. I put Sargon on this list for a couple of reasons. First, he offers a great debuff for the open field. Second, you can use him at 5550, and if you want to expertise him, you only need to save enough heads to do it instantly, otherwise keep him at 5550. What's really great about these four commanders is that they're very versatile and they pair well with each other. So you can have two really good meta infantry marches, which will be relevant for quite some time. Moving on to cavalry. Cavalry before Season of Conquest is almost limited, I'd say. Saladin is your best commander, most versatile one. His only drawback is that he's from the mightiest governor, so you have to compete to get him. But at 5551, you can safely leave him there. He's a great commander at that investment. He pairs well with epics too, such as Baybars. You can pair him with Ethelflaed, YSG. And once you reach Season of Conquest, you can pair him with William, who can also be 5551 for starters. And you have a great march. Well, it used to be great, now it's good. The arrival of Nevsky and Joan really shifted Saladin down the pecking order, but he's about to get a museum buff as well, and he's a solid commander to have. William is someone you should work after getting the Nevsky-Joan combo. Nevsky-Joan is hands down the best open field cavalry combo, and probably in general the best march in the game for the open field. You should get it as soon as you can. You want to max them both, so you can use Nevsky at 5.111 and onwards. It's just too good. From Jones standpoint, you want to get the 5.515 and maxer as time goes. And lastly, archers. Archers are in a similar way limited in my opinion. Your best option is YSG. YSG is just a great commander to have as a free-to-play. His value is great in almost any area. You want to expertise him as soon as you can. In the early game, before Seasonal Conquest, you can pair him with epics, Kusunoki, Herman, Kira if you can get her, and Aethelflaed. After Seasonal Conquest, his best pair is Boudica. Get Boudica to 5.551 and you can leave her there. You should only expertise Boudica if you wish to pair her with Artemisia. Now Artemisia is a MGE commander, part garrison as well, so if you decide to go for archers, going for Artemisia is not a bad choice at all. It is very much a meta pairing, Boudica with Artemisia. Now to go over quickly over the rest, Aethelflaed is a great commander to have in a lineup, always use her as the secondary. Same could be said about Mulan, 5.511 and upwards. Honda is a great secondary to any of the meta commanders. Richard at 5.111 is good for the barb chaining. Martel at 5.511 is good for the early game. Mehmed at 5.511 is like a pre-season of Conquest Honda. XY at 5.511 is good for another cavalry march. Tutmos at 5.511 if you get lucky from the gold keys in before Seasonal Conquest. Nebuchadnezzar if you wish to go for another archer march. And Trajan is the last option and should be done only after the meta commanders are done. Constantine at 5.511 for Canyon, and the rest are Gathering, Garrison, Rally, Golden Keys, Leadership commanders, and the commanders that didn't make the cut are the ones who didn't offer enough damage, utility, and so on. If you wish to see any talents for these commanders, then please join our Discord. If you like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.